after completion of the gray matter, now we are going to talk about the white matter. Okay, so just see here, white matter में एक्सॉन्स के बंडल होते हैं जिसे हम ट्रैक्ट कहते हैं. सो वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस ट्रैक्ट टॉपिक फ्रॉम द वेरी बेसिक्स. जैसा कि हमें पता है कि ये ट्रैक्ट टॉपिक सिर्फ एनाटॉमी का नहीं, सिर्फ फर्स्ट ईयर एमबीबीएस का नहीं, बल्कि पूरे एमबीबीएस के सिलेबस का सबसे डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक में से एक टॉपिक माना जाता है. सो वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम वेरी बेसिक्स. एज वी नो, सपोज दिस इज एनी न्यूरॉन, ओके, एंड this is known as cell body. I earlier told you cell body collection within CNS known as nucleus, while outside CNS known as ganglion. So this is very basic concept for the PG medical entrance exam as well as for the first year MBBS. Now see here, this is axon which is covered with the myelin sheath. So this is the axon, collection of the axon, or you can say bundle of axons known as tract. Okay, yes, this is the long process. Other short processes are also present in any neuron. They are known as the dendrite, but here we are going to discuss about this tract. So tract is nothing, bundle of axons known as tract. Now try to understand again. Suppose this is the cerebral hemisphere which is located over the midbrain, pons and then medulla. Then this medulla part is continuing as spinal cord. So generally there are two types of the neuron, or you can say axon. Suppose this is the cell body and axon is coming down. Okay, this is the cell body, upper part is cell body and axon is traveling to the downside. So what will happen? Any impulse which is generated at the cerebral cortex, that will go downside and to the periphery. So you can observe these axons are carrying the impulse from brain to the downside. That's why these are known as descending axon. And if multiple bundles will present, then definitely it will be known as descending tract. Okay, while the few neuron in our body, their cell body are located on the periphery and their axons are running towards the brain. So can you observe? Yes, they are sending impulse from periphery to the above. Okay, so what should be the nomenclature for such kind of the axon? They will be known as ascending from periphery to the brain. So these are ascending. Here in diagram we have shown one axon, one nerve fiber, but actually there are the many bundles. Yes, million, billion, trillions of the axons are there. So that collection of the axon will be known as the tract. So this is the descending and as well as ascending tract. Are you getting? If the bundle of axons they are coming from above to the down, descending tract. If bundle of axons they are running from down to the above, ascending tract. Again try to understand, ascending tracts, they are responsible for carrying the impulse from periphery to the above. So they are responsible for carrying the sensation, touch, temperature. This all runs from periphery to the brain. That's why ascending tracts are also known as sensory tract, while the descending tract, they will carry the impulse from the brain to the downside and they will carry the impulse like the limbs or any other structure. So there will be the movement. Movement means motor activity. That's why descending tracts are also known as motor tract. And do you remember I told you one trick, SANE, same. S for sensory, also known as afferent. Also you can say ascending. M for motor, which is also known as efferent tract. So the motor tracts, they are also known as efferent tract, while the sensory tract, they are also known as afferent tract. So remember, this is the one another trick. Okay, otherwise afferent means ana, efferent means jana. A for afferent, A for ana. So you can remember in such simple way also. Okay, so now we are going to see what are the various kinds of the ascending and descending tract, sensory or motor tract. Yes, for the proper understanding of the tract, I am giving one funny story, one easy story for you. Okay, so what is the tract? Try to understand. Suppose you are going to perform for your PG medical entrance exam to the Delhi. Okay, so you are reaching to your railway station and you are looking that there is any another guy is there, any other person is there. You are starting to talk with him. You are asking, hey, who are you? He is saying, I am MBBS student. You are also saying, I am also MBBS student. Now you are asking where you are going. He is saying, I am going to Delhi from the Bombay station. You are also saying, I am also at the Bombay and I am also going to the Delhi for the PG medical entrance exam. He is also, and you are asking that you are going with which train. He is going, suppose Delhi Express, okay, which is just right, which is just going to reaching to station. You are also saying, I am also going with the same station. Now you both will, what you will do, you will go to the TT and you both will share the seat so that you can do maximum sharing of the content topics and you can relieve your pressure. Getting the point? In the same way, in our body, lots of sensation are there. For example, we are taking hot water, hot tea and dropping that hot water, hot tea at the foot, from where the pain and temperature receptors, they are exciting. Now they are carrying the sensation from lower limb and then reaching to the spinal cord. That sensation from periphery up to the spinal cord, that neuron is known as first order neuron. Now from the spinal cord, one another neuron will start and that will reach to any nucleus of the brain. That segment of the neuron is known as second order neuron. Now from that nucleus of the brain, that impulse will reach to the sensory area, cortical area of the brain. That segment of the neuron is known as third order neuron. Okay, so this was the story of the pain and temperature sensation, suppose from lower limb. But what about the sensation from the thigh, leg, upper limb, abdomen? Again same story. Yes, when the hot tea is dropping here, then again same pain and temperature pathway is getting stimulation, same receptors are getting stimulation. They are carrying the impulse from periphery to the spinal cord, first order neuron. Now from spinal cord, another neuron is starting and reaching to particular nucleus of the brain, second order neuron. Then from that nucleus to the cortical area, third order neuron. Okay, so just apply this story with that MBBS student story. Both we are having the same origin, Bombay. Here is also same origin, pain and temperature receptor. Same destination, Delhi. Same destination, sensory area. Same function, MBBS. Same function, pain and temperature, carrying fibers. So when these fibers are reaching to the spinal cord, so what they will do? In spinal cord, yes, there is three trains, anterior white column, lateral white column and posterior white column. So when these fibers with similar origin, similar destination and similar function, they will unite together. They will say, for the maximum benefit, they will run within the spinal cord through only one bundle of the white column. Either they will run through the anterior white column or they will run through the lateral white column or they will run from the posterior white column. What I want to say, yes, the axons, the nerve fiber with similar origin, similar termination and similar function, they make common bundle of axon which either passes from the anterior white column or the lateral white column or posterior white column. These bundle of axons are known as tract. Okay, so what is the definition of the tract? You can write down. Yes, in the simple language, tracts are bundle of axons with similar origin, termination, course, termination with similar function. Otherwise, in brief, you can remember tracts are bundle of axons. What are the similar? Yes, similar origin, receptors are same, similar course. They are running within spinal cord with the same pathway, similar termination, as well as they are having the similar function. And you know very well, tracts are two types, either ascending or sensory or descending or motor. Okay, so now we are going to see various important tracts located in our spinal cord. So now we are going to cut the spinal cord and we are going to observe what are the different locations of the bundle of axon, means tract. Suppose this is the central canal. As we know, it is surrounded by the butterfly or H-shaped gray matter, and peripheral part is having the white matter. Suppose this is the diagrammatic presentation of the transverse section of spinal cord. So around the central canal we have depicted the gray matter area, but now in the white matter there are the various bundle of axons. On the posterior side there is the one bundle of axon that is known as fasciculus gracilis. We will observe that this will pass under the gracile tubercle of the medulla. That's why it is known as gracilis, and it is the bundle of axon. Bundle of axon is also known as the fasciculus. So this is fasciculus gracilis on the medial side, and just lateral to it there is one another bundle of axon, that is the fasciculus cuneatus. Fascicle means bundle of axon, and because it passes through the cuneate tubercle of the medulla, that's why cuneatus term is used. Okay, now on the lateral white column there are bundle of axons on the posterior and on the anterior side. That's why these are known as dorsal and ventral, because it runs from spinal cord to the cerebellum, ascending tract. We are talking about the ascending tract, spinal cord to the cerebellum. That's why spinocerebellar tract, while another tract is located on the lateral white column just medial to these tracts. So this is known as lateral. It will run from spinal cord to the thalamus. That's why spinothalamic tract. And another tract is present on the anterior side, that is known as anterior spinothalamic tract. So these are the ascending tract. Remember, these are located on right and left both sides, but here we are only showing on one side. So what are the various important ascending tract we have observed? This is fasciculus gracilis. Here is fasciculus cuneatus, and on the lateral white column this is on the back side. That's why dorsal, also you can say posterior, spinal cord to cerebellum. That's why spinocerebellar bundle of axon, that's why tract. This is on the anterior side, that's a ventral, also you can say anterior, spinal cord to the cerebellum. That's why ventral spinocerebellar tract. While this bundle located on lateral white column, that's why lateral, from spinal cord to the thalamus, that's why spinothalamic tract. Just break the name and think about it, you will get the answer. Either it is ascending or descending. Yes, spinothalamic, यानी ये स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से थैलेमस की तरफ जा रहा है, सो इट इज असेंडिंग. ओके, इफ यू विल से कॉर्टिको स्पाइनल, यानी कि कॉर्टेक्स से स्पाइनल कॉर्ड की तरफ, मींस डिसेंडिंग. ओके, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस ट्रैक्ट? इट इज ऑन द एंटीरियर साइड. It will run from spinal cord to thalamus. That's why anterior spinothalamic tract. So these are important ascending tracts. Okay, while what are important descending tracts we are going to show on another half. What are the important descending tracts we are showing on another half? So first, which is important, that is the on the lateral white column there is the large bundle of axon. That's why it is known as lateral. It is coming from the cortex to the spinal cord. That's why corticospinal tract. So what I am telling, this is lateral from the cortex. That's why cortico to the spinal cord. That's why corticospinal bundle of axon. That's why tract. While there is one another bundle of axon near the anterior white column. So what is the name of this tract? This is on anterior side. That's why anterior. From cortex, that's why cortico, to the spinal cord, that's why spinal, bundle of axon, that's why tract. These are two important descending tracts. There are other descending tracts are also. Okay, I am just showing, but these are not important. Better you will study in physiology. Okay, so what are the other tracts? Rubrospinal tract, reticulospinal tract, bundle of axons. This is lateral, and while here is the medial reticulospinal tract. Then just below to it there is the tectospinal tract. Tectospinal tract. On the front side there is the vestibulospinal tract. These are not important, better to study in physiology, but just for the position. Yes, what are the various tracts? This is rubro, because it will run from the red nucleus of the midbrain, that's why rubro, to the spinal cord, that's why spinal tract. Are you getting? Red nucleus to the spinal cord, so definitely it is descending. While these two tracts, these are reticulospinal tract from reticular activating system at the brainstem to the spinal cord, that's why again descending. Yes, because it is comparatively lateral side, that's why lateral, while here is medial reticulospinal tract. And what is the name of this another tract? This is coming from the tectum of the midbrain, that's why known as tectospinal tract. While here this another tract is coming from the vestibular nucleus of the our brainstem to the spinal cord, that's why vestibulospinal tract. Okay, so these are the various tracts. Yes, here now we have studied the various descending tracts position. So this is important question for the first year MBBS exam, as well as very important for the diagnosis of various kind of the medical, medicine and neurosurgical cases. Now we are going to see the classification of the tract which we have drawn just in the diagrammatic presentation. Here is the list. We have seen all the comparative position. तो हमने क्या किया, ट्रैक्ट को हमने दो ग्रुप में डिवाइड किया. वन विच इज गोइंग फ्रॉम बिलो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड टुवर्ड्स द आवर brain, that is known as ascending or sensory tract, while the bundle of axons which are coming from brain to downside towards the spinal cord, they are known as descending tract, also known as the motor tract. तो ascending tract में हमने क्या क्या देखा? Yes, the ascending tracts are which are situated on the dorsal side of the spinal cord, known as dorsal column tract, जो lateral white column में था, on the lateral white column, lateral column tract, while on the anterior side of the spinal cord, anterior column tract. तो dorsal side में हमने कौन कौन से tract को देखा? Yes, here is the image again. On the dorsal side, fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus, जो कि फाइन टच के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होते हैं. So here is the fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus, which are also known as tract of Gall and Burdock. How can we remember? G for gracilis, G for Gall. Then lateral column tract. So can you see this image? On the lateral side, the tracts are present. They are dorsal spinocerebellar, ventral spinocerebellar. क्योंकि ये स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से सेरिबेलम में जाएंगे असेंडिंग ट्रैक्ट. एक लैटरल व्हाइट कॉलम के पीछे है, दैट्स वाई डॉर्सल. एक लैटरल व्हाइट कॉलम के आगे है, दैट्स वाई वेंट्रल. ओके, और इसके साथ में एक और ट्रैक्ट है जो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से थैलेमस में जाता है, दैट्स वाई spinothalamic, spinal cord to the thalamus, spinothalamic down to the above, and it is located on the lateral white column, that's why lateral spinothalamic tract. So here you can add in the list lateral column tract. What are the lateral column tract? You can see here. First is the spinocerebellar, which is again divided into the dorsal spinocerebellar and ventral spinocerebellar. ये ट्रैक्ट जो होता है वो सब कॉन्शियस काइनेस्थेटिक सेंसेशन के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है, जिसे हम डिटेल में आगे देखेंगे. नाउ ऑन द एंट्री कॉलम ट्रैक्ट, ऑन द एंट्री साइड ओनली वन ट्रैक्ट इज लोकेटेड, एंड दैट इज द एंटीरियर स्पाइनोथैलेमिक ट्रैक्ट, which is shown in the image here. This is the anterior spinothalamic tract position. Now after this important ascending tracts, sensory tract, we are going to make the classification of the descending tracts. So again you can follow these notes. Descending tract ऐसे ट्रैक्ट जो हमारे मेडुला के पिरामिड से नीचे की तरफ मूव करते हैं, डिसेंडिंग फ्रॉम ब्रेन टू द डाउन, दैट्स वाई डिसेंडिंग. ओके, तो ये ट्रैक्ट जो थे पिरामिड से पास होते हैं, दैट्स वाई दीज आर नोन एज द पिरामिडल ट्रैक्ट, बिकॉज दे कम्स फ्रॉम द कॉर्टेक्स ऑफ द ब्रेन टू द स्पाइनल कॉर्ड, दैट्स वाई नोन एज कॉर्टिको स्पाइनल ट्रैक्ट. अगेन इसके दो पार्ट्स डिवाइड होते हैं. एक जो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड के लैटरल पार्ट से पास होता है, दैट इज लैटरल कॉर्टिको स्पाइनल ट्रैक्ट, और एक जो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड के एंटीरियर व्हाइट कॉलम से पास होता है, दैट इज द एंटीरियर कॉर्टिको स्पाइनल ट्रैक्ट. सो दीज ट्रैक्ट्स आर डिवाइडेड into the lateral corticospinal tract and anterior corticospinal tract. In the image These are shown here. Yes, descending tract, lateral corticospinal tract, while anterior corticospinal tract is located on the anterior side. Okay, so these are passing from the pyramid, that's why pyramidal tract. While you can see here extra pyramidal tract. So what are the extra pyramidal tract? The tracts which passes outside the pyramid known as the extra pyramidal tract, or which are not taking origin from the pyramidal cells of the cortex, they are known as extra pyramidal tract. तो इसको याद करने के लिए हम एक ट्रिक याद करते हैं, ROVT. So what is the mnemonic to remember this all the tracts? Yes, ROVT. 2R you can mention. तो 2R क्या क्या है? R for rubrospinal tract, R for reticulospinal tract, again which is divided into the medial and lateral reticulospinal tract. You can follow the notes. And O for olivospinal tract, V for vestibulospinal tract, and T for tectospinal tract. These all are coming from the nucleus located in the brain stem or the brain. Like the rubro means red nucleus to the spinal cord. So rubrospinal descending tract, reticular activating system is in the our brain stem which you study in your physiology. तो वहां से reticular nucleus से spinal cord में, so again descending, and then olivary nucleus of the medulla वहां से निकलती है और down side spinal cord, that's why olivospinal tract. Okay, vestibular nucleus of the our medulla and the pons from where down side to the spinal cord, that's why descending tract, vestibulospinal tract. And tectospinal tract, tectum is the part of the midbrain from where this tract is coming down to the spinal cord, so tectospinal tract. तो आप एक ट्रिक देख सकते हैं कि जितने भी डिसेंडिंग ट्रैक्ट हैं उनमें स्पाइनल वर्ड इज ऑक्यूपाइंग द सेकंड लेटर. तो अगर किसी ट्रैक्ट में स्पाइनल वर्ड सेकंड लेटर के पोजीशन पे है, मींस दैट विल बी द डिसेंडिंग ट्रैक्ट. जबकि स्पाइनोथैलेमिक ट्रैक्ट, स्पाइनोसेरिब्रल ट्रैक्ट, यहां पर स्पाइनल वर्ड फर्स्ट लेटर में है, सो दैट विल बी द असेंडिंग ट्रैक्ट्स. जस्ट फॉर वन ट्रिक, वन निमोनिक. ओके, सो वेयर आर दिस डिफरेंट ट्रैक्ट्स आर लोकेटेड? Again you can see ROVT tracts. R for rubrospinal tract on the lateral white column just near to the lateral corticospinal tract. Then reticulospinal tract just in front and near to the rubrospinal tract. Then there is the olivospinal tract near the olivary nucleus, we will see in the medulla part. Then there is the vestibulospinal tract, and on the medial most location you can see there is the tectospinal tract. So these are the various tracts with their location. Now we are going to see their each and every description of important tracts. Now we are going to see each tract in detail. तो सबसे पहले हम स्टडी करने जा रहे हैं फेसिकुलस ग्रेसिलिस एंड फेसिकुलस क्यूनिएटस. तो इसके कुछ एमसीक्यू आए हुए हैं, जैसे कि यस, जी फॉर ग्रेसिलिस, ट्रैक्ट इज आल्सो नोन एज द ट्रैक्ट ऑफ गॉल, सो यू कैन रिमेंबर बाय द जी. एंड इन द सेम वे फेसिकुलस क्यूनिएटस इज हैविंग द सी, एंड इट इज आल्सो नोन एज द ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बर्डॉक. So in this tract of Burdock again C is pronounced. Okay, so you can remember these two MCQ. अगला, इसका फंक्शन क्या है? रिमेंबर, फंक्शन मीन्स फिजियोलॉजी. तो इसे आप फिजियोलॉजी में ज्यादा बेटर पढ़ेंगे, इसका पूरा प्रैक्टिकल करेंगे. दैट दीज ट्रैक्ट्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर फाइन टच सेंसेशन इन आवर बॉडी. तो ये फाइन टच का हम फिजियोलॉजी में प्रैक्टिकल किस तरीके से करते हैं? यस, फाइन टच इज टेस्टेड बाय द एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ tactile localization, tactile discrimination, also known as two-point discrimination, vibration sensation, and stereognosis. Yes, what is the stereognosis? Ability to identify the object with closed eye. किसी भी चीज को बंद आंखों से पहचानना कि ये पेन है, yes, here is the table, this one is the copy, ये 10 रुपए का नोट है, ये 100 रुपए का नोट है. Such kind of the ability is known as the stereognosis. तो अगर मान लो इस डॉर्सल कॉलम ट्रैक्ट में डैमेज हो जाएगा तो पर्सन जो है वो फाइन टच के सेंसेशन नहीं कर पाएगा. ही विल बी अनेबल टू लोकलाइज द एग्जैक्ट पॉइंट. यस, व्हाट इज द टैक्टाइल लोकलाइजेशन? एबिलिटी टू आइडेंटिफाई द एग्जैक्ट टच्ड पॉइंट. ओके, तो हम इसे फिजियोलॉजी में पर्सन को आंख बंद करने के लिए बोलते हैं और अलग अलग पॉइंट पे पिन से चुभाते हैं और वो बताता है कि किस पार्ट में टच हुआ है. दिस इज नोन एज अ टैक्टाइल लोकलाइजेशन. व्हाट इज द टैक्टाइल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन? दो अलग अलग पॉइंट में टच करते हैं और पूछते हैं पेशेंट को कि कितने जगह में टच सेंसेशन उसे फील हो रहा है. सो ही स्पीक्स अबाउट इट. अगर वो दो अलग अलग पॉइंट बता देता है, इसका मतलब इसका फाइन टच सेंसेशन ओके, फेसिकुलस ग्रेसिलिस, फेसिकुलस क्यूनिएटस ये ओके है. ओके, नाउ सी हियर वाइब्रेशन. ट्यूनिक फोर्क टेस्ट इज नोन एज द वाइब्रेशन. एक बार निमहैंस में आपका क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है, विच सेंसेशन इज अर्लीस्ट लॉस्ट इन ओल्ड एज? सो आंसर इज द वाइब्रेशन सेंसेशन. यस, दिस इज द निमहैंस एमसीक्यू. अर्लीस्ट सेंसेशन लॉस्ट एट senile age. So this is the MCQ. Answer is vibration sensation. Tuning fork sensation is earliest lost at old age. Next, अगले समय निमहैंस में ही क्वेश्चन आया, लॉस ऑफ वाइब्रेशन सेंसेशन इज नोन एज. नेक्स्ट MCQ, लॉस ऑफ वाइब्रेशन known as palästhesia or palanesthesia. So these are the various MCQs asked in top level exams. Okay. Now see here, this tract is also responsible for the proprioception. So this is the MCQ which is asked in NEET 2016 pattern. Proprioception is carried by which tract? Answer is the dorsal column tract, fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus. You can also say this condition as conscious kinesthetic sensation. So these are the various function of this dorsal column tract. So now we are going to see how this tract is originating, then making a course, then terminating. So after the discussion of the function, now we are going to see the course. So remember, if you are drawing this diagram for first year exam, theory exam, then first you have to draw the midline. अब हम समझते हैं कि ये ट्रैक्ट कैसे रन करता है, लेकिन उसके लिए कुछ बेसिक डायग्राम बनाते हैं जो हम हमेशा हर ट्रैक्ट में फॉलो करेंगे. यस, सपोज दिस इज द cerebral cortex coronal section showing various sulci and the gyri. So this is the cerebral hemisphere. At the deep part there is the one oval mass of the gray matter is located, that is the thalamus. So suppose this is the diagrammatic presentation of the thalamus. This brain or cerebral cortex is located over the brain stem. So this is the midbrain. Here is the pons and this structure is showing the medulla. So these are the various parts of our central nervous system. And at the lower part, suppose this is the spinal cord segment. Yes, suppose this is the spinal cord, one segment, and we are showing one more another segment. So this is the basic diagram which we follow in each and every tract. So making the labeling, yes, pons and the medulla is related with the cerebellum. Suppose this is the cerebellum. So what we formed till now, इसे हम लेबलिंग करते हैं और यही डायग्राम बार बार हर ट्रैक्ट में फॉलो होगा. सो जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. दिस इज द सेरेब्रम, हियर इज द थैलेमस, दिस अपर ब्रेन स्टेम पार्ट इज मिड ब्रेन, लोअर टू द मिड ब्रेन दिस स्ट्रक्चर इज शोइंग द pons, and below to the pons this part is showing the medulla. Just behind the pons and the medulla, this indicated structure is showing the little brain cerebellum, and these are spinal cord segment. So now try to understand how the fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus fibers are running. Okay, suppose here is the lower limb. Try to understand. Suppose here is the lower limb, medial and lateral malleolus, and this is the great toe, and these are the remaining fingers. Okay, now try to understand, if we are making any kind of the pin pricking sensation, if we are making any pin pricking sensation, then first there is the stimulation of the touch receptor. With the physiology, you know who are the touch receptor? Merkel's disc, Meissner's corpuscles, this or what is the receptor? Biological transducer, which are actually the free nerve endings situated just below the skin. तो ये सबसे पहले स्टिमुलेट होते हैं और फिर यहां से इसके एग्जॉन्स निकलते हैं जो साइनप्स बनाते हुए अल्टीमेटली, यस, दिस ऑल आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द स्पाइनल कॉर्ड. ओके, दीज आर नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रैक्ट. अब जब स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में एंट्री होती है तो बिकॉज दिस इज द सेंसरी नर्व एफरेंट नर्व, तो डेफिनेटली ये सेंसरी हॉर्न की तरफ से एंटर करेगा, डॉर्सल हॉर्न की तरफ से एंटर करेगा, वेंट्रल हॉर्न की तरफ से एंटर नहीं करेगा. सो व्हेन इट इज एंटरिंग in sensory horn part, so first it is making the dorsal root ganglion, then it is going inside of the spinal cord towards the sensory horn, but it will not relay here. ये ग्रे मैटर में एंटर नहीं करेगा. कुछ बुक आपको शो करेंगे कि ये ग्रे मैटर में एंटर करेगा, बट इट विल नॉट रिले इन एनी काइंड ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस हियर. सो एक्चुअली इट इज गोइंग जस्ट ऑन द बैक साइड ऑफ द स्पाइनल कॉर्ड, और स्पाइनल कॉर्ड के पीछे ये जा करके वहां पर एक बंडल ऑफ एक्सॉन बनाएगा. सो सपोज दिस इज द बंडल ऑफ द एक्सॉन. हियर वी आर शोइंग ओनली वन नर्व फाइबर विथ द येलो कलर, लेकिन ये यहां पर पहुंच करके बहुत सारे बंडल ऑफ एक्सॉन्स बना रहे हैं, विच वी आर शोइंग विद द ग्रीन कलर. सो दिस बंडल ऑफ एक्सॉन located on posterior part of the spinal cord is known as dorsal column tract, जो कि लोअर लिम्ब की तरफ से आ रहा है, जो कि लोअर लिम्ब की तरफ से आ रहा है. एक्चुअली इट कैरीज द फाइबर्स फ्रॉम द लोअर थोरेसिक सेगमेंट, लंबर रीजन, सैक्रल रीजन, कॉक्सिजियल रीजन एंड ऑल द लोअर लिम्ब पार्ट. तो ये लोअर लिम्ब से कैरी करता है. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम फिजियोलॉजी नीट 2016. अगेन नाउ द फाइबर्स आर रनिंग अपसाइड. डायग्रामेटिक प्रेजेंटेशन, ट्राई टू थिंक थ्री डायमेंशनली. स्पाइनल कॉर्ड आपको ऐसा दिख रहा है, लोअर एंड अपर, बट एक्चुअली इट इज anterior and the posterior part. So the fibers are running from the posterior white column part. That's why this is dorsal white column tract, and then it is ascending upside, and it is making the bundle on the posterior part of the spinal cord, and it is running vertically upside. It is running vertically upside, straight up to the medulla. अब हम आगे मेडुला के सेक्शन पढ़ेंगे, जिसके तीन सेक्शन हमको देखने हैं. लोअर पार्ट ऑफ द मेडुला, मिडिल पार्ट ऑफ द मेडुला एंड अपर पार्ट ऑफ द मेडुला. सो इट रीचेस इन द मिडिल पार्ट ऑफ द मेडुला एंड हियर इट एंड्स ओवर इनसाइड वन न्यूक्लियस. सो देयर इज द वन कलेक्शन ऑफ द ग्रे मैटर मास. दिस ग्रे मैटर मास इज नोन एज न्यूक्लियस ग्रेसिलिस. हम पढ़ेंगे मेडुला में. मेडुला के पीछे में एक एलिवेशन होगा, दैट इज नोन एज द ग्रेसाइल ट्यूबरकल. और जब हम इसका डायसेक्शन करेंगे तो इसके अंदर ग्रे मैटर का, सेल बॉडी का एक कलेक्शन मिलेगा, दैट इज अ न्यूक्लियस ग्रेसिलिस. सो एक्चुअली दिस ट्रैक्ट इज कमिंग एंड देन इट इज एंडिंग इन दिस ग्रेसाइल ट्यूबरकल न्यूक्लियस ग्रेसिलिस. गेटिंग द पॉइंट? एंड फ्रॉम हियर नाउ अनदर न्यूरॉन इज स्टार्टिंग. आई एम यूजिंग डिफरेंट कलर. अब यहां से दूसरा न्यूरॉन स्टार्ट होगा और वो मिड लाइन को क्रॉस करके ऑपोजिट साइड आ जाएगा. Are you getting? These fibers are crossing the midline. That's why this is the classical example of crossed tract. And remember, the crossing is occurring at the middle part of the medulla. So this elevation is known as gracile tubercle. So this mass is known as nucleus gracilis, which is located within gracile tubercle of medulla. And now the other fiber is running and reaching to the pons. From the pons, then it is reaching to the midbrain. Then from the midbrain, these axons are reaching up to the thalamus. Now one another neuron arises from the thalamus and reaches to the cortex towards the medial surface. Okay, so this is the pathway how the sensations are coming from the lower limb part up to the thalamus. Which sensations are carried by this fasciculus gracilis? Answer is the fine touch, tactile localization, tactile discrimination, vibration, stereognosis, as well as the proprioception, or you can say conscious kinesthetic sensations. Okay? अब हम यहां पर देख रहे हैं कि कौन कौन से सेगमेंट है, उनका नाम हम क्या दे सकते हैं फॉर द वाइवा एज वेल एज एमसीक्यू एग्जाम्स. यस, दिस इज द डॉर्सल रूट गैंग्लियन, which is the classical example of pseudo unipolar neuron, MCQ. So from the dorsal root ganglion up to this nucleus gracilis level, this is known as first order neuron. So first order neuron is from dorsal root ganglion to the nucleus gracilis, while the second order neuron is from the nucleus gracilis up to the thalamus. So here is the second order neuron from nucleus gracilis to thalamus. So this is the another MCQ. And last third order neuron from thalamus to the cerebral cortex, from thalamus to cortex. तो इस तरीके से हम देखते हैं कि कभी भी ट्रैक्ट में फाइबर्स जो होते हैं एक सिंगल न्यूरॉन के थ्रू रन नहीं करते. दे आर रनिंग इन सेगमेंट एंड दिस सेगमेंट्स आर नोन एज ऑर्डर ऑफ द न्यूरॉन. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर न्यूरॉन, then second order neuron, and here is a third order neuron. Okay, so after this, now we are going to see the pathway for the fasciculus cuneatus. Fasciculus cuneatus is also responsible for same kind of the activity, but it carries the sensation from upper thoracic part, upper limb, cervical region, this all the things. Okay, जबकि इसके नीचे वाला जो सेंसेशन था उसे कौन कैरी कर रहा था? आवर आंसर वाज फेसिकुलस ग्रेसिलिस. तो आपका नीट 2016 में फिजियोलॉजी में ये क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है दैट फेसिकुलस क्यूनिएटस कैरीज द सेंसेशन फ्रॉम अपर लिम्ब व्हाइल द फेसिकुलस ग्रेसिलिस फ्रॉम लोअर लिम्ब. इन अल्फाबेट्स द सी कम्स फर्स्ट, अपर लिम्ब कम्स फर्स्ट इन बॉडी, जी कम्स लेटर, लोअर लिम्ब कम्स लेटर इन आवर बॉडी. तो ये एक आप ट्रिक के थ्रू भी याद रख सकते हैं. So now try to understand. Suppose this is the upper limb. Again we are doing the pin pricking sensation. Same receptors are activated. Meissner's, corpuscles, Merkel's disc, and they are carrying the sensation. क्योंकि ये सेंसरी फाइबर है, that's why definitely again it will take entry from the dorsal horn side. तो जब यहां पर आएगा तो सबसे पहले ये कहां रिले करेगा? Again answer is dorsal root ganglion, and then fibers are coming here. लेकिन अब ये भी dorsal हॉर्न के अंदर एंटर नहीं करेगा, बट इट विल मेक बंडल जस्ट lateral to the fasciculus gracilis. So it is making the bundle just lateral to the fasciculus gracilis. We are using the red color to indicate that bundle. So this red color bundle is showing the fasciculus cuneatus. Previously that green color bundle was showing the fasciculus gracilis, but right now this red color bundle is showing the fasciculus cuneatus. So now the fibers are running from the fasciculus cuneatus straight, reaching to the medulla, and again in the medulla just lateral to the gracile tubercle another elevation is there. This elevation is known as gracile cuneate tubercle, where the collection of the gray matter, collection of the cell body will lie, that will form the nucleus cuneatus, cuneate tubercle. So now see this fasciculus cuneatus, which is starting from the dorsal root ganglion ending into the nucleus cuneatus. So this is the first order neuron of this fasciculus cuneatus pathway. अब यहां से second order neuron start होगा. We are showing with the yellow color, and again it will immediately cross the midline, and then it will reach again with the close relation to the fasciculus gracilis, and from here third order neuron will start using the brown color. So third order neuron is starting, and it is upper limb fiber, so it is going on the lateral side. Getting the point? Okay, so what I want to tell you, in this pathway, yes, again this is the dorsal root ganglion. So in this pathway the first order neuron from dorsal root ganglion to nucleus gracilis, then second order neuron from nucleus gracilis to thalamus, and then third order neuron from thalamus to cortex. So this is the course, this is the origin, course and termination of fasciculus gracilis as well as fasciculus cuneatus, और इनका फंक्शन भी सेम है. फाइन टच, टैक्टाइल लोकलाइजेशन, टैक्टाइल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, वाइब्रेशन, स्टेगनोसिस, प्रोप्रियोसेप्शन, और यू कैन से कॉन्शियस काइनेस्थेटिक सेंसेशन. तो इसे हम बंडल ऑफ एक्सॉन्स को, इनकी बंडल ऑफ एक्सॉन्स को हम एक कॉमन टर्म देंगे, ट्रैक्ट. फेसिकल मींस बंडल, ग्रेसाइल क्योंकि ये ग्रेसाइल ट्यूबरकल से जा रहा है, दैट्स व्हाई ग्रेसिलिस. न्यूक्लियस का नाम न्यूक्लियस ग्रेसिलिस, एलिवेशन का नाम ग्रेसाइल ट्यूबरकल. ओके, क्योंकि ये क्यूनिएट ट्यूबरकल से एक ट्रैक्ट जा रहा है, इसलिए फेसिकुलस क्यूनिएटस, ट्यूबरकल का नाम क्यूनिएट ट्यूबरकल, न्यूक्लियस जो इसके अंदर है दैट इज नोन एज न्यूक्लियस क्यूनिएटस. ऑल आर टर्मिनोलॉजी आर सेम. नाउ सी हियर, व्हेन हियर आफ्टर द क्रॉसिंग द मिड लाइन from the pons, both the fibers, both the fasciculus gracilis and the cuneatus, they are combining together and making one single bundle of axons, which is known as medial lemniscus. So this is one another MCQ. Medial lemniscus is equal to fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus. So in this way we have completed all the details of these two fascicles. Applied part, whenever there is a damage in this dorsal column tract, there is a loss of the activity which are performed by this tract. Now little more detail about this tract. Later we will see in section of the medulla, but here is one diagrammatic presentation. Suppose this is the medulla, and on the dorsal side there is the gracile tubercle as well as the cuneate tubercle. On the both sides are represented, and here is the midline. Yes, what is this? This is the posterior view of medulla. So now we are aware that fasciculus gracilis is coming from the down and ending into the gracile tubercle. Then another fiber, they are arising and crossing the midline and then running to the above. So this is the fasciculus gracilis which is passing through the, and this structure is gracile tubercle, while lateral to this cuneate tubercle. And as we know, this gracile tubercle is due to the nucleus gracilis and cuneate tubercle is due to the nucleus cuneatus. Now you can see the fasciculus cuneatus is coming from the down and ending in cuneate tubercle. And then second order neuron is arising from here and then crossing the midline and going to the opposite side. And in the same way, opposite side phenomena is also same. Yes, can you see fasciculus gracilis is coming, first order neuron, फिर सेकंड ऑर्डर न्यूरॉन स्टार्ट हुआ और वो मिड लाइन को क्रॉस किया और मिड लाइन को क्रॉस करके ऊपर की तरफ गया. एंड इन सेम वे यू कैन ड्रॉ द fasciculus cuneatus of the opposite side also. So this is the fasciculus cuneatus, first order neuron, then second order neuron is also going and crossing to the midline. So here you can observe this blue color structure is showing the fasciculus cuneatus. The red lines are presenting the fasciculus gracilis while the blue lines are presenting the fibers of the fasciculus cuneatus. Okay, so now what you have to know, important MCQ, this crossing of the fibers at the midline, this crossing of the fiber at the midline known as internal arcuate fiber. So this is the important MCQ. Try to understand what I want to tell you. Within the medulla, in middle part, ये जो fasciculus gracilis और cuneatus के फाइबर हैं वो आर्च बनाते हुए एक दूसरे को कट कर रहे हैं. So this crossing of the fibers of fasciculus gracilis and cuneatus inside the medulla, that's why internal, making arch like fiber, that's why arcuate, and these are axon fiber, that's why fiber. So this is the MCQ which have been asked. Internal arcuate fiber is formed by, answer is fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus crossing fibers. Now try to understand, these are example of sensory tract, very most important question. That's why this crossing of the sensory tract is known as sensory decussation. Decussation means crossing. So MCQ, sensory decussation is formed by, again answer is fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus. One more question which I already told you, these both fibers combines together and then forms one common bundle which is running at the midline part of the spinal cord. That's why now these both common bundle known as medial lemniscus. Again lemniscus means bundle, means you can say medial lemniscus is equal to, again answer is fasciculus gracilis plus fasciculus cuneatus. So these are the different top level of the neuroanatomy MCQ which are asked from this screen. Internal arcuate fiber 2, medial lemniscus 3, and sensory decussation is 4th MCQ. Very important top level MCQ from the neuroanat. Okay, applied part. What is the applied of this fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus? You can write down. Yes, it is seen that in case of the syphilis, microbiology, medicine, clinical correlation, syphilis के 3 स्टेज होते हैं. प्राइमरी सिफिलिस, देन देयर इज द सेकेंडरी सिफिलिस, फिर छोटा सा टाइम होता है जिसमें कोई सिम्टम नहीं होता, दैट इज नोन एज द लेटेंट सिफिलिस, एंड आफ्टर दैट देयर इज द न्यूरोसिफिलिस. दिस डिसीज इज कॉज्ड बाय द ट्रिपोनेमा पैलिडम. तो इस कंडीशन में देखा गया है कि ट्रेपोनेमा पैलिडम सिफिलिस डिसीज के कारण स्पाइनल कॉर्ड का डॉर्सल कॉलम ट्रैक्ट डैमेज होता है। अगर डॉर्सल कॉलम ट्रैक्ट डैमेज हो गया सो इट इज कॉजिंग फेसिकुलस ग्रेसिलिस एंड फेसिकुलस क्यूनिएटस डैमेज। सो द पेशेंट विल प्रेजेंट विथ द लॉस ऑफ फाइन टच sensation, yes, loss of tactile localization, loss of tactile discrimination, loss of vibration sensation, loss of stereognosis, which is also known as astereognosis, as well as there will be the loss of sense of position, means loss of proprioception. So this all will be the manifestation. This disorder is known as, yes, this condition is known as tabes dorsalis. How can you remember? Yes, just see here, tabes dorsalis, as its name itself suggesting, dorsalis means dorsal column damage. So this is the trick to remember.